Hello, my name is Shuttley and welcome back for another episode of not Colombian Space Initiative. Gosh darn it. Scandinavian Superpower in Vicky 2, and in previous episode we were just mostly increasing our economy a little bit and building up some armies. We were trying to get a war against Denmark, but the Prussians were a bit too effective in their warfare. Right, game plurality or... Oh yes, we want prestige. That might take us even closer to becoming a great power. Of course, still over 20 points behind Ottomans. And we need to actually surpass even Netherlands. So that's 168, so we are 38 points behind them. The Dutch actually have pretty nice industry by the looks of it. But that is something that I can also improve on my end. A little bit here. I mean, at least the total productions on... Not all that bad, actually. Let's just build up more railways, shall we? Because these investments will certainly pay off in the future. Well, that's already being invested by the capitalists, so we'll just invest a little bit manually on that one. Okay. Listless unemployed. I've been around to all workplaces in the city, but I just can't seem to get a break, sir. I wonder what to do. I cannot go home and let the grass grow around my feet all day. My family trusts me to support them, but what should a poor sort do when there are no jobs available? With job scarce and creditors inversely plentiful, many from the poorer classes are having trouble making their ends meet. We could maybe get the low subsidies. I mean, it's not immediate, but it's like gets a bit more support for it. Okay, our production output, oh, 40% increase in there. That's quite nice. And we got plenty of points to add in here, so let's improve relations with Prussia once again. Can I already ally? They will not accept, it's still 35. Wait, am I in a sphere? Oh, I'm in the Russian sphere. Well, bollocks. And I'm guessing the Austrians lost the war? Possibly. Well, I'm still a secondary power, so technically I should be able to... Oh hey! We can now put in a second, or rather a third, focus. Well, what should we do with that? I suppose we could get the... Ostlander has the... For Norland, what were your factories? You got that one. I believe there is a project of... Oh wait, no, that's in Sverland. Let's put Ostlander focus on getting more... I suppose craftsmen. To increase the production at the factory. Oh, canned food production. I'm guessing we are still making pretty nice profit from the ship. I believe we are. Gonna require a bit more craftsmen, but we can certainly make this into a massive profit. Sold for £92 already. Wow, factory cost goes down. Good. So yeah, we're making a massive profit there. I think it's time for us to do a bit of investment on naval base here in Hammerfest, and that might give us the range to start colonizing these. As soon as we get the breacher loading rifles innovation of colonial negotiations, we can then potentially start colonizing over here. Again, it's Arctic area, so it's not particularly, you know, impressive, but there might be some nice... Actually, what are the resources there? I'm pretty sure... Oh, right, you can actually see them on the bottom, so... Mostly lumber. Oh, okay, Russia is declaring wars further east. Got railroad down here? Ah, yes, it is actually showing up already. It looks like the education is going forward quite nicely. Now, I believe... For Denmark, we actually got a decent enough relations right now. Do I still have my allies, I wonder? I'm still allied with Austria, who is a secondary power now. So, who are the great powers? Belgium is now number 7. Oh. Well, they've got a massive industry there, but they are actually just dropped below Netherlands now. Russian Empire broke their alliance with France. Crisis? What's this? Crisis over the liberation of Romania. Oh. Let's have a look what happens with this. So Netherlands is backing Austria, and Prussia is backing... oh. This is going to be interesting. Who's going to go on whose side? Okay, Belgium is supporting Netherlands. Oh, we can now get the Guard regiment, at least in theory. Let's go ahead and get another thing from the Comorans. The administration efficiency wouldn't be bad. That would actually give us a lot of prestige. Organized factories would increase the throughput of the factories, or rather output efficiency of the factories. Which wouldn't necessarily be bad either. You know what, I'll get that one. Then we'll get something from the industry again. For example, the mining and farming output increase there, but it's only that. I could get maybe the railroad upgrade or just the supply limit. Ooh, actually that TNT basically is one of the innovations there. That's going to increase the mining output a lot and explosive production output. Right, well at least I'm no longer allied to... Ooh, Admiral died. No longer allied to any great powers, so technically they would not accept it yet. Well, we still got quite a bit of infamy. And we got another... Oh, lumber mill in Stockholm. Okay, so that should increase the productions quite a bit around there. Let's have a look at the production. So, lumber is actually produced only in the factories. 0.4. Okay, now it's slowly picking up speed. It's going a bit up and down there, though. Mostly because there's a lot of artisans currently producing it. We're getting 3 explosives. How much? We're producing about 3.5% of the explosions in the world. We have Admiral die. Oh, and people want to get the... Well, I mean, there is certainly some population that want the universal voting rights. But now I'm not really interested in those right now. Plurality increases. Alright then. So how much do we have range? Oh, it's still building that. Oh. Netherlands accept the crisis offer from Prussia in terms of white peace. So do we have Romania now? No, there's Moldavia, Wallachia, but no Romania. So the crisis did not happen. Bit of a shame. Actually, I should probably increase my relations with the Dutch as well. They are a great power. Might be a good idea to stay in close relations with them. Now, how is Denmark's relation like the UK is friendly. Prussia, they're still in their sphere. Prussia is now number 5 in the great powers list. And Belgium, Netherlands and Spain are all in there. How much? I'm now number 11 by the looks of it. Oh wow, I'm actually not that far behind from Austria, oddly enough. Now, to be fair, I'm increasing my industry quite quickly here, which is really nice for us. And Russia declared war on Bukhara again. Yeah, we're making a massive amount of money. Labour spies. Horse tries to lose consciousness or militancy. I'll lose the militancy a little bit. It's not going to have a massive impact on total, but... Oh, socialist in Mecklenburg. Oh dear. Okay, factory output tech has been gotten. Now I think we want to get something... Yeah, we'll get the inorganic chemistry. Does it increase the population growth? No, it's the rubber production does go up, and then the farmings go up a little bit, mining goes up a lot with the innovations. And the supply limit is just good misses. Oh, Navy's attack goes up. Oh, hold on a minute. I will get the stockpile of fish. Fish is still actually something that we produce a lot, so that's... okay, it's About 1.5 days worth of production there. The Social Democrats are now a party that might rise into power. Okay, but we are getting almost 30 research points per year. Also, that reminds me, next thing that we get is probably going to be the empiricism for the extra research points. The quicker we get those, the faster we can research, and that is just going to be quite important. Now, I suppose we got quite a bit of troops that we could hire. Let's just build another unit of infantry. Next year is probably fine for that. We'll need to get this army into 30,000, and it needs to be probably at least 15,000 infantry. Oh. Signed the Geneva Convention. Oh, infamy goes up, but war exhaustion goes down. And we lose infamy. Okay, that's actually something that we really need. With our infamy, we kind of need to reduce that as much as possible. Now, France still doesn't want our alliance, although once we reduce infamy even further, it is a possibility. Oh, who's this? Krakow wants to ally me. Sure. Not that they're particularly important. We're both in the sphere of Russia, though. Not mobilization size, so if we were to mobilize, we'd get 40 brigades right now. That's actually quite a massive army. A lot of our neighbours are also signing the Geneva Convention. I think Lübeck might want to get a... Actually, we'll get a fort in there. We can transport this one over, and let's actually go ahead and build another man of war. Karlskrona is probably good enough location for that. So the Socialists got 1.8% of the vote right now. Pre-reloaded rifle armament increases the supply consumption, but also attacks on all the units. And that's also quite nice. We've got ourselves to 21,000 in Lübeck right now, which means that it's very unlikely that there's going to be large enough rebellion to uproot us from there. So we got 14,000. Okay, so Prussia, maybe we should still improve relations with EU, just in case. Oh, I'm actually cordial with Prussia, so who? Cordial with France and Prussia in the sphere of Russia. Okay. Getting out of the sphere is going to be a bit of a problem, because I cannot afford a war against Russia, not right now anyway. Okay, supply limit goes up. Let's get the research boost. Technically, we could have started that already before, but at least we're getting it relatively soon. It's going to be done in about a year, and then that's going to speed up all the research after that. A little bit further. So how bad are we compared to the Ottomans? We're actually only 5 points behind them. Interesting. Now, we're building a lot of railways, and we're building a naval base and forts, but we're not building any factories right now. Are there any projects that would require our investment? Maybe some railroads? And a paper mill instead. Oh, well, I do like the sound of that. I have a feeling the paper is something that is going to be quite required. It looks like the lumber mill isn't getting a lot of workers right now, which is a bit of a shame, really. Oh, and election season. Now then, is there anyone that I... Maybe I should try improving relations with Mecklenburg as well. Although it is someone that I wouldn't mind conquering. Oh, iron throughput increases. Excellent. Like, I wouldn't mind conquering that, but at the same time, I think it's going to be slightly dangerous because it's in the sphere of Prussia and they're allied with Prussia, among other things. But that kind of... Actually, how much does Prussia have troops? I mean, I know that they have bloody good troops, but how much do they have is the question. We'll go for the pro-military. Right, so... you got 26 brigades, we got 17 right now. But the difference isn't massive, but they have much higher quality troops. So I would rather not be fighting Prussia and all their allies, which is quite a few nations. And Austria is not in shape to fight back. It is very possible that Prussia is going to form the North German Federation soon, because actually, it wasn't a hegemony war that they declared, so I'm not actually entirely sure if it's possible. Oh, rubber production output increases, not that we are producing any anyway. There we go, we got another heavy ship. Let's see, pro-military increase, yes. How much are we actually gaining? 36 from military power. From that, its capital ships are only half points. Not that much then. I suppose we could recruit another... Actually, let's have a look. For this army, we are going to need one more infantry, at least. And then maybe 2 more artillery. That would then be a total 10 units there. Well, Conservatives are still in power. So that's actually probably fine for us. Now, let's have a look at the movement. So there's... Ooh, suffrage movement. Okay, we might want to increase the universal voting. Minimum wage movement is now... Okay. It says I didn't want to get the militancy on those too high, because that would have been quite bad, most likely. Okay, we're about to get the research boost now. And the education is already quite high. Literacy rate is closing up on 90% now. Alright, so we've got the culture increase. Let's go ahead and get some more military stuff. Military plans for the extra organization wouldn't be too bad. Decision making for the morale is quite good. And the artillery upgrade wouldn't be bad either. Get the military plans for the organization. And then I think we might want to start increasing the size of the army even further. So we'll get 1 more infantry in Bergen. Then we'll get artillery in Kristiansand and Uppsala, I suppose. They're going to be quite costly at first. Getting some prestige. And machining shield mining output plus 50%, excellent. That's going to be a massive increase in the coal production now. It's already 12 units per day. I'm assuming it's 12 tons, but I'm not entirely sure. Getting some more railways as well. Paper production output and farming output. Okay, so that's quite nice. Prussia discredited UK in Denmark. Russia discredited Netherlands in Hamburg. Ooh. Because the infamy is still well over 10. Small arms production up by 2%. Naval base in Hammerfest. Oh, right, now that we've got that, can we... We do have the range, we just don't have the life rating yet, but eventually we might be able to do this. Colonize a little bit there. Again, it's not going to be a massive amount of... like, the populations are really small. It would get a bit of a lumber there. I don't think anyone has claims on that area either. Or cores, anyway. So that's going to be mostly fine, I reckon. I'm going to increase my relations with Hanover, actually. And the unit from Bergen can move down south. We'll transport that over, and then we'll wait for the 2 artillery pieces and transport them together. Right, the organization goes up. Let's have a look. Maybe something Navy related now. Supply range wouldn't be bad. Navy organization would go up. All steamers to get some better stuff. All the naval professionalism. Actually, I'm going to go for that one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get probably some more commerce and culture and industry, and then a little bit on these 2 again. And over goes bankrupt. Oh no. Now it's just increasing relations with them. Russia has to credit a UK in Wallachia. Oh. Get a bit more fish. How bad is the rebel factions? Minimum wage movement is relatively large. The Scandinavian pan-nationalists are relatively wrong. Well, it's actually not that large. It would be 1 regiment. Mining output plus 50%. So how much are we... Ooh, it's making 17 coal, and I'm guessing a lot more on iron now. Making about 50 iron per day. I actually wonder, just out of curiosity, in iron, we make 5% of the world production there. That's quite nice, actually. Got the railroad. Now the infamy is slowly dropping. Can we still form an alliance? They will not accept it. It's still minus 24. Too many alliances, it's just getting higher and higher there. France is the number 2 great power though, so allying them would be really handy. But I doubt it's going to be an option. Oh, but we got the artillery units already. We can start moving. We'll transport this one over first. Get that to Lübeck, and then we'll have the entire army there. Oh, and socialists are suddenly getting a lot more popularity. I should maybe get some... I should probably get a little bit worried about that. But oh well. Oh, right, we haven't gotten the breach rifle... Or have we? Colonial negotiations. No, we haven't gotten that one. Oddly enough, at least, it's not shown on the list here, unfortunately. Just out of curiosity, we can't reach down here, can we? No. How long of a range do we have with this one? Is it only 200? It's only 200, so we'd need to reach level 3 on our naval base in Lübeck to be able to reach down there. Although we were... Oh no, we're building the fort. I mean, we could start building the naval base upgrade into Lübeck, I suppose. Sure, we'll expand that as well. And if we can get some lands in Africa, that would be nice. When production goes up, alright. Yeah, no colonial negotiations yet. I'm sure that that will happen soon enough. Okay, Navy professionalism, I think we could take something in Commerce now. The admin efficiency is quite tempting. Business record... Ooh, actually, that's even better. More influence, more mining output and farming output. So yeah, we'll start that one. And that's probably going to give us a lot more money in the long run. Now, Prussia, I'm just going to increase relations with you a little bit so we don't hate each other too much. A little bit is fine, but not too much. Okay, so we can transport these over to Lübeck, and then we got the second army completed. And I think next military tech that we take should be something to improve the artillery a little bit further. Like, the attack is actually relatively small, 1.5 only. What did we build? Ah, railroad. So we've been upgrading those. Actually, we might want to get the level 3 railroads now. These are level 2 here. So the increase would just increase our economy quite nicely. Oh, we are number 9 in the Great Powers list now, okay. Let's have a look. So how far are we from... Oh, Austria is number 8. Oddly enough, they are considered a great power. It could be that whoever dropped... Who did drop? Spain has dropped quite far. Oh yeah, they're number 16. What the hell happened to them? Okay. But yeah, if I can get a bit higher, I might actually... Okay, well, I need to get another 31 points to reach Austria and then more to get ahead of them. So it's probably not a possibility right now, but... Oh, hey, we did get the winery up and running in Jutland. Norland is still kind of trying to produce, but it's actually not been getting any tropical wood, which has been a bit of a problem. But if we can become great power, that would be really useful. Okay, let's have a look at the projects. Can we increase the... Well, let's just keep on investing on railways. Oh, and machine parts factory in Jutland. Yes, please. I know it's a bit costly, but that is going to be really good money. Also, I believe there was a decision for us to have a... Hold on a minute. That's all I've ever said. Norrköping. Crisis they have machine parts factory in Svealand. Oh, Svealand. Oh, crap. Well, I mean, we'll at least get the machine parts factory somewhere. And I'm pretty sure that if we have a look at the machine parts price, it's probably not very low. It's actually dropped quite a bit lately. But it might still be going up. If nothing else, we can just use the machine parts ourselves. Now, to be fair, since we are in the Russian sphere, in case we have a revolution or revolts, the Russians should be sending troops to kind of manage that for us. We can start increasing the soldiers in Jerusalem, I think. Because I suppose that is going to be more useful for us. Oh, and we got the business regulations. But we are also out of time for this episode. I'm just going to go through these innovations that we got in some naval organization, a bit more other things as well. All the mining and farming outputs. But we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.